Hi guys, welcome to Willie Kinyash Dr. Love. Yes, this is Mondays Couples Will Boost. Yes, we come to you every Monday at 5 p.m. to give you hope and tell you that marriage, it can work. That relationship, it can thrive and you're going to thrive. And so this evening, I want us to talk about keeping marriage simple and sweet. Because it is possible. And before I go to the topic of the day, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do. Great things are happening here. So kindly, if you have not subscribed, and make sure that you share this video with your friends, and remember to like, comment, all that. Very, very important. So thank you so much. So we want to talk about keeping marriage simple and sweet. How can we keep marriage simple and sweet? And I want to start by saying that it is important to note that even a happy couple, they argue. Because there is no couple that is perfect. There is no marriage that is perfect. All marriages, they face different challenges, and so it is okay to argue. But when you start arguing, you need to ask yourself, up to what point can we argue? When I reach to a certain point, how should I behave in this argument? Because again, when you argue too much, then it can be dangerous, because mnazapata mmeanza sasa kukua na mazoeano. And remember, I think some weeks back I had talked about the issue of familiarity. One of the things that kills marriage is familiarity, kuzoeana. And so when you're even arguing with your spouse, it is important to know at what point can we reach with a certain argument. And so it is okay. So if you have been having those arguments, they are very healthy. They keep us on check. They keep us moving on. And that makes you to know that you are a human being. So it is okay. And so we can keep our marriages simple and sweet. And number one, it is by living within our means. Yes, live within your means. Please, don't you ever take loans to go for honeymoon. Ati tunasema ai manze tumekaa sana bila kwenda happy, and then you go kwa Mwagi and you start filling in loans so that you can go to Masai Mara. That is wrong. That is not good. If you want to keep your marriage sweet and simple, learn to live within your means. Do that which you are able to do. If you're not able to do something, please do not kill yourself. Maybe there's this couple of friends of yours, you've heard they are going to Dubai. Now you're spending sleepless nights thinking of how you can get money to go to Dubai. No, live within your means. Don't go taking loans. Don't go, asking your friends. Some people go to an extent of asking their parents to find a certain kind of lifestyle. If you're able to rent a house worth 20 Kenya shillings, kindly kaa hapo na amani. A day will come and you move on to another house. But for now, this is where we are able to live. And it starts by accepting where you are. Do not try to live life which you want to make your friends to be happy, but you cannot be able to sponsor that kind of lifestyle. And so live within your means. And number two, as we talk about, after talking about living within your means, also remember to live your life. Remember, this is your life. We are not in a competition. One of the things that is killing many marriages, that one of the reasons why many couples are not able to enjoy their marriage, it is because we are not living our lives. We want to please our neighbors. We want to please our parents. We want to please people in church. Live your life. That which you are able to do, do it. We are not here to compete. Stop competing with your friends. If you've been competing with your friends, please, I beg you by the masses of our Lord Jesus Christ. Start living your life and stop making people happy, because as you make them happy, you're making them happy at the expense of your life. And you go out there, you start taking loans, unaanza kuchotwa, unasikia mtu anafungiwa nyumba. You go to a place, you start renting houses that you cannot be able to maintain yourself there. You start taking your kids to schools where you cannot be able to pay their school fees. So every time when they open school, the first very week, ndio hii barua, your children need to go back home because there is no school fees, because you are not living your life and you're not living within your means. Learn to live within your means and learn to live your life, because this is a journey and we are not in competition. If you have friends who maybe they are pressuring you, you can leave some of these friends so that you can be able to live a life that you are satisfied, you and your wife, because you cannot be able to keep your marriage simple and sweet ukingangana na maisha ya watu wengine vile wanaishi. Apana. And so live within your means, live your life. And number 2, focus on each other's strength. This is something that can make you to live a happy marriage. You can keep that marriage simple and sweet. I focus on the strength of my wife, because all of us, we are created in different ways. God has gifted us in different measures. There are those who can sing, there are those who can talk, there are those who can do this, all that, you know. And so focus on the strength of your spouse. If you want to keep that marriage simple and sweet, you need to focus on the strength. What is that your spouse does good? Anaifanya tu inatokea vizuri. What is that? Can you focus on that? Do not focus on the negativity, but focus on the positive side. Because all of us, there is one thing that you're able to do na inatokea vizuri sana. And so focus on that. And I know all of us, we have got challenges here and there, even depending with our personalities, how God created us. And so you'll find sometimes we want to concentrate too much with the negative side and we leave the positive side. Can you change your attitude today and start concentrating on the positive side? What is that good that your spouse does and you feel this is good? Maybe it is that meal. She prepares that meal, and when you're taking that dinner, you feel, oh my, this food imetengenezwa vizuri, and appreciate. And so focus on that strength. What is that thing that you can say, when my husband does this, when my wife does this, it comes out so well? And you can start learning to focus on that, because as you focus on that, you'll be able to keep that marriage simple and sweet. And the other thing is love with each other. And I want you to pause and ask yourself, when was the last time you spent time with your spouse and you laughed together? Yani kucheka tu, you just laughed together. When was the last time? Some of us, we can't even remember the last time we laughed with our spouses. When you go out there with your friends, you can laugh until you can cry, you can shed tears. But when you are with your spouse, maisha ni serious. No. I mean, being serious in marriage does not make marriage to be holy. So play with your spouse. Have fun with your spouse. Laugh together. Laugh with each other. If you can afford a smile out there to strangers, people you have met for the first time, and you can smile to them, you can laugh with them, why can't you laugh with your spouse? What is the issue? This is one big thing that can make that marriage look simple but sweet, because there is sweetness that comes with laughter. There is that memory that you be building as you laugh together. And even when your spouse is not around, you can get to a point and feel like, oh, I miss my wife, because you're missing that laughter. And so spend time with your spouse and laugh with each other. If you can afford to laugh with your friends, please also make time, find time, and laugh with each other as a couple. And that way, you'll be able to make that marriage simple but sweet, and you'll be able to enjoy that marriage. The other thing is, learn to do things together. Learn to do things together. I know some of us, even when it comes to investment, you go out there, you want to invest in Juja Farm. I know Bahai Investments, they have been sponsoring our shows. And so you go to Bahai, umeenda na nyuki peke yako, your spouse is not aware. Hajui. You need to learn doing things together, because there is no way you can say that your marriage will be sweet yet you don't do things together. That your parents, there are some things they know and your spouse doesn't know. It doesn't work like that. That marriage cannot be sweet. If there are some things that your siblings know and your spouse doesn't know, it is wrong. And so if you want to keep that marriage simple and sweet, just learn to do things together. When you want to invest somewhere, tell your wife, I am thinking of doing this and this and this. Women, when you want to invest, please stop calling your mothers before you even speak to your spouse. Can you speak to your spouse? Tell your spouse, I have this certain money. I'm the one nimepatiwa chama. And so what do you think we can do with this money? And I can assure you, as you learn to do things together, you'll be keeping that marriage simple and sweet. And it is as simple as that. I know there are many things we can talk about, but can we learn to do these things? Because they will help us enjoy our marriages. I have said in this show many times that it is in the will of your Father, the Creator, the one who started the institution of marriage. It is in his will that you should enjoy that marriage. But how can you enjoy your marriage yet there are simple things that you cannot share with your spouse? There are simple things you can't talk with your spouse. There are simple things that needs to be done, but before they are done, you got to look for views of other people, and your spouse is not aware. Do you think your spouse feels good when you're calling people out there to give advice, and yet he's there, but you can't ask of her or his view? What do you think about that? Do you want to keep your marriage simple and sweet? It is possible. Learn to even understand your spouse. How well do you know your spouse? You can't tell me that you want to keep your marriage simple and sweet, yet you don't even understand your spouse. There are times, there are some words that you use and you realize that my wife, my husband is hurting. Can you go straight away and change and use other words that are going to be encouragement, that are going to build and not to bring down? How about that? It is possible to keep your marriage simple and sweet. What kind of life are you living? Are you living to please other people there, and you're not ready to please your spouse? You cannot keep that marriage. That marriage cannot be sweet. If you want that marriage to be simple and sweet, just learn these few things, and they can work miracles. They can work. You just try them and see. Just try them and see. And I can assure you, as we do this, we are going to enjoy our marriages, and our marriages are going to thrive. As people out there will be saying that marriages are not working, marriages are scam, you, because of following such simple points, you can say for sure marriages work. And of course, keeping God first, that you're saying, God, you're the center stage of this marriage. We cannot be able to do it without you. It is as simple as that. How is your marriage? Keep enjoying your marriage and keep your marriage simple and sweet. So thank you so much for joining in. This is Couples Will Monday Boost, and my name is Willie Kinyash. I'm a Dr. Love, and other people there, they call me the Undisputed. And kindly, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so. Subscribe, and remember to share this video with your friends. So remember to leave a comment there, because this show is not a monologue show. So thank you so much. See you on Friday at the Couples Will Show. Baraka tuonane.